Hey guys, it's Chelsey. Um, it's pretty much if I'm filming in my closet, things aren't good. This is just kind of like the place I go when I'm like really upset or whatever. And I can't sleep because of something that happened to me. I literally just keep bursting out into tears. So I thought maybe I would sit down and talk about it and try and get some sort of ease about it. So basically, I'm not trying to be dramatic. This is just like, it is dramatic. It's a traumatic experience and it's just mind-blowing. But okay, so just to kind of set the scene, I tweeted about this, but basically I met one of my best friends, Abby, on her side of town here in Florida, and we had just left Outback, so I was getting on the interstate to go home, and I was getting close to my exit, so I got into the right lane. There was 3 lanes, or was it 4 at that time? No, I think it was 3. But anyway, yeah, it was 3. And I was in the farthest right lane because I could see that traffic was getting backed up, which it normally does because it was like 5:30 and it's a pretty popular exit, so it's just one of those things, like, get over soon. So I did, and it's like reliving it. So I get over and we're kind of like idling. We're not completely stopped, but we're like getting to it pretty much. And the cars in the other 2 lanes are flying just fine. And all of a sudden, like literally just a few cars behind me, like I'm talking 2, 3 cars, I just see like cars going everywhere. Like a car going to the left, cars going into the grass. I see what I believe was a semi, a really bad accident. Like, I'm literally just watching it unfold in my rearview mirror. Just like feet behind me. Like, what you guys don't understand is like there was an exit and there's like 2 miles in between to my exit, so I was kind of like in the vicinity with those cars like literally a minute ago because I was staying behind the semi that I think was a part of it, and I was staying behind the semi and I was like, you know what, let me try and get ahead of this guy, he's not going very fast. So I kind of like got around and like literally like where I just was, like all those people just got into this horrendous, like it was horrendous. Like it was so bad to the point where like traffic on the interstate stopped. Like those of us that were in front of what just happened, no one passed us. Like it was so bad that it took up all the lanes and no one was passing us. We're just sitting there waiting and I'm just like shaking, crying. Like I literally watched this happen just a few feet behind me. Like you guys don't understand how close it was to being me. Like I can't get that across enough to people that it was almost me. Like had I not sped up, had I not gone around these people, had I not done whatever I did, that would have been me. And I keep checking online and it was just so dramatic. There was just like so much smoke everywhere. So traumatic. And it just happened in seconds. And I keep trying to look online for updates, like see if there was a fatality, see what's going on. And nothing. All I can see is that it shut down the fucking interstate. So it's closed. That part of the interstate is fucking closed. Like I was there. I wasn't alone. There was other people around me. You know, the car in front of me, the couple cars behind me. But like I was there and I keep looking for updates, and at first it said, oh, left 2 lanes blocked. I was like, okay, well it can't be that bad because they're still letting traffic through. And then a couple minutes later an update just stated that the northbound of this interstate was shut down. And I can't express into words what reading that made me feel. And it's like, I feel like, you know, I told Josh, I've told some friends, and although they seem really sympathetic, I feel like they don't get it. Like, they don't understand how close that was to me, and if I like hear that someone died or something, I'm gonna lose it because I was just next to them on the fucking interstate. Like, it's traumatic. It's like really traumatic. Like, when I read that the whole, like, you guys don't understand, they don't shut the interstate down for a fucking fender bender, okay? They shut it down when someone dies, when it's a multi-car accident. Usually when, like, there is a fatality and an investigation has to be done, like, that's the only reason they would shut it down. Was like so close to being me, like really close. I just keep getting goosebumps, like I watched it happen. I just started crying and I just wanted to pull over because I was like shaking, but I was like, I gotta get off this fucking interstate, like, and then I'm just calling everybody, freaking out. And then my friend Abby texts me that the one that I just met, that she got into a car accident and she's fine, but just, that was like a little thing, but this was like a big thing. And it's almost like one of those, it was like one of those scenes from a movie when you see like a big accident on the interstate, but I like saw it happen like just behind me. Like, no one understands. I feel like no one I've been talking to about this understands how I feel right now. Like, I'm not saying that I'd be dead, but I'd probably be pretty fucking injured right now, if not dead, if I had stayed behind that semi, or just been going slower, or any, that sounded really weird, any little move that I made, the time that I left Outback, like, whatever you want to look at, it was, and I feel like, you know, everyone's been saying, well, just be thankful that, like, you're fine, and it's like, I know, but it's just, it's traumatizing, because, like I've expressed on this channel before, the way I feel about, like, death and dying and how it makes me really upset and stuff, and then just realizing that, like, today could have been my last day. It's so scary. It's not a joke. It's not funny. It's not lighthearted at all. Like just coming home from, you know, having a great little lunch dinner thing with one of my best friends, and then it's like all the little decisions, like she invited me to go back and see your dog, and I was like, oh, it's okay, you know, I just want to get home, and you know, I was gonna take a different exit earlier just to try and avoid traffic, but I was like, no, it's fine. It's just like every little decision you make could be a telltale what? Could have an effect on your life. Like, it's fucking insane. And when you're really, and I didn't think something like this was gonna happen today, and when you're really in a situation like this, it puts everything into perspective. I just want to cry. Like, that's all I want to do is just cry. Like, I keep getting so upset about it. I'm so sorry. I'm literally having a fucking breakdown. I probably look terrible. But I just wanted to stress to you guys the importance of every little decision you make, and the importance of just living life to the fullest. And I don't even know if anyone died, but it's just like, if they're shutting the fucking interstate down, like, what are you supposed to think? Obviously it was like, it hasn't been quoted as a fatal crash yet, but I keep looking online and there's only like one news source covering it, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, and you know what's so funny, you guys? So fucking funny is when I came home, I had a letter from the community college I was going to that I made the dean's list for the fall semester. And and seeing that made me so happy, but then I got upset because I was thinking about the fact that there's a chance that I may have never got to know that. You know what I mean? Like, I am so lucky that I got to go home and read that and see and be proud, and I got my W-2 from an old job, but that's not really what matters. But I'm just saying that, you know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy. I came home and like saw something like that, and it's like, oh, I got to see another day so I can be proud of what I did, you know? I'm sorry. I'm just so upset. And I don't know what to do. I just wish maybe I would have pulled over or something and just taken a minute, because I just really needed a minute. Maybe another car would have. Someone else that saw it would have, so we could have like talked about it. Because now it's like, I can't talk to, like, I don't know anyone that can relate to it, you know? So everyone's just like, it's fine and you're fine, so just be grateful. And it's just like, no, like, you don't understand. You don't understand something like that until you're in it. Like, to be part of, like, and to watch, like, an interstate stopping accident happen, like, a few feet from you is horrifying. And then it's like, then my friend gets in an accident and I'm just like, dear God, like, I don't want to go anywhere anymore. Like, no one fucking cares. No one pays attention. We're all so focused on something else. And it's like, I saw that people were braking and that traffic was starting to slow down, so I started to slow down and I got over, and it's like, you can do everything right and it's just someone else that can ruin it for you. And I'm just trying to calm down. I feel like I'm almost having like an upset panic attack. Like, when I start thinking about it, I get really, really upset and crying, and it's like a panic attack I've never had before. But I didn't want to just get on here and cry. I wanted to tell you guys that just those little moments, those little decisions matter. Because had I just got off on an earlier exit, you never know. Like, had I just got off on an earlier exit, maybe the accident wouldn't have happened. Maybe, anything. Like, I obviously wouldn't have seen it. It would have been something I maybe heard about later, but it's just traumatizing. Like, I'm traumatized. I'm not even sure if the damn semi was in it. I just remember seeing one, and and I'm pretty sure it was, because it blocked like all the traffic. I don't know. So I don't know how I'm gonna sleep, and I keep obsessing over trying to find out updates and hoping that no one died and everyone's okay. And of course, and the car behind me was like this fucking Mercedes who was just like riding my ass and shit. I'm just sitting here like, did you not just see what just happened? Like, what is wrong with people? Like, no one even cares. Like, I don't know. traumatized. Like, I keep thinking about it. But anyway, so just be grateful. Just live every moment. Because had today have been my last day, I would have been very disappointed. It's crazy. It's crazy. Near-death experiences are not not good to have. They're very traumatizing. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna conclude this video. I'm sorry it was so crazy. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I will see you next time, hopefully in a more happier video. Alright, bye.